For your chance to win this gold brake caliper set, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, drop a like on this video, and write a comment below saying, "Give me paint." A winner from the comments will be randomly selected via this website you can see on screen now, and I'll contact you for your address and send you the goods. Good luck, let's get on with the video.
Fall for your type, the one with the ass just right, but she just ain't gon' treat you right. I introduced you to my family, they all said that you was nice. Just playing when I said I had to watch her, but it turns out I was right. Call it premonitions or intuitions, blinded by that fat ass that I already mentioned. When I make commitments, shit, I like to keep them, even if I was creeping. Shit, I can keep a secret.
Right, this is Chris.
What's up?
So we are going to be doing a Evo's buyer's guide. Are we doing it specifically for an Evo 8 or?
No, I'll do it for all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, do it for, well, they're all pretty fucking similar to be fair, so yeah. So
man, this seat is cush, man.
It's tight, yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but...
Like, literally, like, we're going to...
Mine quickly, grab a few little things,
yeah,
and then go get on a ramp and see if we can find some sort of bits and bobs to show you what to look for.
We're going to put it up on the ramp, and then he's got a few pointers just to let you guys know what to look for when you're when you want to buy an Evo.
Do them two.
Do what two?
These two.
Ooh, you're hard showing off.
Now, I'm not going to be responsible for...
Fuck you.
Fucking, mate, I'm the videographer. All you do is do the work. Boring. Keenan.
Right, this car is imported.
Yes.
And the first thing you want to do when you import a car is get a Japanese HPI check.
Okay.
Which tells you the owners, whether it's been written off, bumped, fucking twatted. And that's who I use there, Car VX.
So is that not something that you would normally get through the auction or wherever you would normally get one from?
You would get a... that's a auction sheet from the car.
I recognise that.
Obviously a lot of people have them imported and don't even have them, and some of them, when they've been hit, you have like a cross on the panels or whatever, and it'll be a grade R.
Okay.
But with the HPI check, it tells you sort of a few years previous mileage, obviously all in kilometres, and this car's got 70,000 kilometres, or it got converted when it come over, so it's on around sort of 44,000 anyway.
Well, that's interesting because I never knew that buying a car from Japan, I've always seen that little thing on, you know, Japanese auctions, you know, where you can see the dings, but I never knew you could actually get like a HPI check on it. So you would always do a HPI check when you buy a car in the UK.
They are the pictures when it comes in from the HPI check as well. They give you the pictures from auction. It's got the right way, and just a couple of like little bits and bobs to check the car out before, and it's 100% worth doing.
Yeah, okay, so tip number one when you buy a Japanese car, in general, not just for Evos, is to make sure you do the Japanese HPI check, equivalent to obviously what you would do in the UK.
Right, the main 90% of Evos have mega bad rust problems. These here are the chassis legs, which, and obviously any side of the underside of the car, are usually covered in rust. And what people do, they cover them in underseal so you can't even see it. So what you want to look for is anything on the jacking points, any major rust, anywhere along the side, just a general look around underneath. This car is very well, pretty clean anyway, because I had it come in last year, so, and it's still not been sealed, which is why it's nice to sort of show you really. And under the boot as well, the main thing as well, take the carpet up from the top and have a look in the boot itself and check for any holes, any sign of rust anywhere at all, because some leak water from the seals through the lights, etc., and maybe through the top of the boot, I don't know, but it's quite common. Mine's kept inside. That is a sort of major common problem on the chassis legs, but honestly they're usually all covered under seal and you can't even see them. So the best thing to do really is when you buy one, just ask the guy who's selling it to just, even if you paid for, say, to get the tracking done, just to put it in the air to have a look. Yeah. It's well worth the 40 quid than not being able to look under it properly. 100%. Bring a jack. If they don't let you do it, then there's probably massive problems with it, and I'd walk away straight away, in my opinion. Best thing to check as well, the inner arches on each four, just because again they tend to go like everywhere else, and it's just nice to have a good look around the car, whether you can get it on the ramp or not. So we're looking actually like on the inside here? On the inside, I mean this, like you said, this is generally sort of nothing, do you know what I mean, it's pretty crisp, so even check the sort of back ones and that is, I mean any slight little thing, it will all affect this. Depends what you're paying for the car. If you're only paying, do you know what I mean, like 10 or sort of thousand, I know it's a lot of money, but
this is clean, man. It's
not going to be, you can afford to sort of vary it on the little issues, you know, like if there's a bit of surface rust, yeah, you sort of, it's in the price, isn't it really? If you're only buying a sort of cheaper one, then you can lay out the £1,000–2,000 to get it all redone, which is what it costs. It's a lot of money. Yeah. Okay, so in terms of things that you need to check, that's the most important. It's just what Chris said, so like rust, obviously that's so important. At the end of the day, you don't want to buy a rusty shell. You might as well be chucking your money away, because if somebody like buys the car and they can see all that rust on there, they are going to walk away. I mean, you'd have to be stupid if you buy a car with like a rusty shell, so you know, definitely something to look for. You get 10 times worse, you don't know how deep it goes. Like it could be a little bit of surface rust, which isn't too bad. So if you know, you take someone with you 100% and knows kind of what they're looking at. Even pay your sort of local car tuner who can actually do your car to come with you, even if it's 200 quid. It's well worth wasting fucking 200 quid and 15 grand on a car that's a piece of shit. Yeah. Right, what's next, brother? Right, well, I don't actually fucking know. Well, we better go and have a look at the paper. Try to see my paper. Come on, let's have it. Nice, my paper. My paper. Also, come here, actually, looking at what? This is also quite common for rust down these little door channels in here, and especially on the 4, 5 and 6, because they have a little lip on them that rusts quite bad. So always have a look in there, all 4 doors, just to make sure they're all pretty. Where's this lip? What do they have? Yeah, well they have like a little sort of thing attached to. I'm not sure where it's bought. It is metal, but they tend to sort of go in there, and just if you can have a little look as well, take those up maybe. Just have a good look round and check for any on all the doors. I'm not opening those. Even the bodywork of the car, just make sure you sell. I mean, have a look. Do you know what I mean? Put the camera down the side and have a look or whatever, and get a good look underneath, over the top. Have a little look for any repaints, because some aren't recorded, any damage and any pushed in sort of things that aren't supposed to be there. And you should know what they are anyway. Yeah, check your body lines. Just sort of general sort of stuff really when you buy any car when it comes to paintwork, but it's always nice to have a look, isn't it? When I look for one, there was no videos or no good thing anywhere to find out, and this is my 3rd one, so yeah. I've had a couple of friends buy cars that have just been riddled with problems, riddled with rust, and they have spent thousands and thousands trying to put it right and ended up selling the car for fuck all, because not many people would even come and buy them.
Because they know
what they're looking for.
They didn't do the good checks at the start.
So if you start with a good base car, it can last you, well, as long as you want it to, forever really, and it'll be 10 times easier to sell. So,
good point.
So, do you know what I mean? It's alright buying it, if you ever want to sell it, and it's had all cut in it and fucking welded in and patched up, no one's going to want to buy it. Obviously you want to go on a test drive. Ideally you want to drive the car whether you insure it before, because if any like notches in the gearbox, any crunches, anything like that, it's not fucking right. Transfer box is whining, so if you hear a good whine when you're sort of putting the foot down, it's not something that should be there unless it's like got a sequential gearbox or something. But it's sort of, any sort of dodgy weird whine, it can cost you a bit of money. I mean 500, 1500 depending on what it is. So anything like that's worth mentioning. And the major point is AYC, which is like a fucking thing on these. Well, this one doesn't have it because it's an RS and it doesn't have any AYC rear diff. So
what's AYC? What is that? Is that like
and the Yaw Control.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's like on the 4, 5 and 6, do you know what I mean? On the, well, so even on the, and this has got ACD, so the later ones, but when you turn the car on, a light, there are 3 lights here, and when you turn it on, the lights go on, and then they go off. And with the 4, 5 and 6, you see an AYC light go on and go off, and if it stays on, then your AYC's gone, which again is expensive, and the same as a 789. So it's just a little extra thing, and some people take the little lamps out, the little bulbs. Yeah. So if it doesn't come on, it means they've taken the little bulb out to start with. So
what
they know it's wrong.
You want it to flash up once.
Yes, and then it'll go right. Well, it'll come on when you start the car, and then it'll go off. Do you know what I mean? When you sort of, when the car's on tick over after a few seconds. So yeah. Another thing, obviously, any black smoke, ideally. Thing is, it's hard because you can't have someone follow you when you're, unless you have a friend come in a different car and follow you or check for, even the mirror's blue, black smoke, none of it's a good sign, and it's one of them things to just walk away. Should we have a look under the bonnet?
Yes. We shall look under the bonnet, Christopher.
At the moment, it's actually a very standard sort of car, so
fucking I feel the heat
nice
up
to look at.
You've been pinning it? Wow. Mitsubishi.
I haven't even cleaned it, to be honest, but this is a very standard engine bay, but just again look for general sort of signs and
oil
leaks. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like if you've got any hunch, and genuinely you're probably right, if you've got a feeling, then just walk away. There's always another car. I bought, like I said, this is my 3rd one of these, and the first one I didn't really know what the fuck I was looking at. And like, you don't, do you? You think, oh yeah, let's get an Evo and fucking rag it. And that's what I did, and then the bottom end went. so yeah, and then the second one, I sort of, you start to learn your car from the place I go to, which is FCM Motorsport.
Yeah, shout out to FCM Motorsport. Now I don't know who you are, but but Nufi said some really good things about you guys. So. Okay, so that is end of the video. A buyer's guide for an Evo, not just like Evo 7, 8, 9. In fact, a lot of the points that he's raised is kind of things that like you can use them on lots of other cars, really. Oh mate,
check service history.
Check out this whip over here.
That?
Yeah, what is it? No, it's not, mate. What's this? They see me rolling. Look at these chrome spinners, bruv. Oh, they're not even spinners. Cool, thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, make sure you like and subscribe to this video. Nearly at 2,600 subscribers, so make sure that if you like this video, think it's helpful, it literally takes 1 second, guys. Just click that red button, subscribe to my channel, like the video, drop me a comment. Don't listen to that guy, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching, on to the next one.